Okay guys, so check this out. So Virgin Galactic's stock price is down. So the thing about this channel is we don't only talk about the good news, we also talk about the bad news. So if that's something you're interested in, then be sure to subscribe and let's jump into it. So Virgin Galactic's stock price is down about 7%. We're actually down about 15% from the highs of Thursday. And the reason for that is because initially we saw a increase in the stock price of about 15% due to anticipation of the upcoming test flight. And then we've had some bad news recently, which caused it to tank. So that's what I'm going to talk about. Before I jump into that, do you know what? This just demonstrates how volatile Virgin Galactic is and the fact that you need a strong stomach in order to invest in it. So let's jump into the reasons for the decline in the stock price. So the FAA grounds Virgin Galactic's spacecraft during investigations of Branson's flight issues. So basically the FAA are launching an investigation into the Virgin Galactic test flight which happened on July the 11th. So let's jump into the details. So first of all, the FAA is responsible for protecting the public during commercial space transportation launch and re-entry operations. So they're basically the police of the skies. Okay, so what actually happened? So Spaceship 2 deviated from its air traffic control clearance as it returned to Spaceport America. So they were given a set criteria and they didn't follow this, so that's why they're launching an investigation. Again, let's go into more details. So Branson's spaceflight was not as flawless as it seemed to viewers of Virgin Galactic's live broadcast. During the ascent, whilst the spacecraft VSS Unity's rocket engine was firing, a warning light came on due to the vehicle going off trajectory. And we weren't actually told about this during the test flight. So the FAA confirmed in a statement to CNBC on Wednesday that a warning light was due to the fact that the spacecraft deviated from its air traffic control clearance and flew outside its designated airspace for 1 minute and 41 seconds. Now, I've got two things to mention at this point. So the first one is well done to the FAA. Now, you might be surprised that I'm saying this, but basically, I think it's very important to have a regulator who is strict. Especially when we're talking about the space industry. The space industry is very serious, it's very new, so it's important to really, if you give a set criteria to Virgin Galactic and say you have to be confined within the space, and Virgin Galactic veer outside of it, then it's very important to investigate why this happened and then also how we can prevent it from happening again in the future. So not only is this good for Virgin Galactic to help them improve, it's also good for the space industry as a whole because you need someone to regulate in order to make things happen safely and efficiently. So well done to the FAA. Now the second thing I want to say is actually I'm very disappointed at the FAA for launching this investigation almost a month and a half after it happened. As you can see, we knew that during the test flight there was a warning light due to the fact that Virgin Galactic veered off trajectory. So at that point, the FAA should have launched this investigation immediately. They should have immediately launched this investigation due to the fact that if they did that, we would have been able to resolve the issues, whether it's going to take 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month. That would have been resolved by now. And we would have been able to continue with our test flight, which was supposed to happen in September. Now, due to the fact that they're launching this investigation so late, they're literally launching it just before we were going to announce the next test flight. This is going to likely delay things for Virgin Galactic, and I'm going to show you later on in this video why there's some evidence to show that potentially we are going to see a delay actually. So let's jump into that later, but let's go into a bit more news. Some of you might be thinking maybe we can still fly the next test flight whilst this investigation is ongoing. That's what Virgin Galactic thought, but the FAA shut them down. Check this out. So on Wednesday, the FAA announced that they were investigating this incident from Virgin Galactic. So Virgin Galactic on Thursday thought, okay, let's continue with our press release for the next test flight to unveil the crew for this flight VSS Unity 23, which will carry the Italian Air Force. And then the FAA just a few hours later shut them down, saying they issued a statement, basically an updated statement grounding the spacecraft until the issues identified with the Unity 22 flight are resolved. So they basically said, no, you're not going anywhere until we fix this problem, which is, like I said, fair enough, but they really should have launched this investigation a long time ago in order to prevent delays to Virgin Galactic. But it is what it is. We just have to wait for the FAA to approve, or not approve, but to actually complete this investigation. I think most likely things will be okay. Virgin Galactic actually Virgin Galactic responded. So let's check this out. This is what Virgin Galactic had to say. So, at no time were passengers and crew put in any danger as a result of this trajectory change, Virgin Galactic said. It said VSS Unity's trajectory was pushed off course by high altitude winds, but our pilots responded appropriately. And that's the key point. The key point is that the pilots responded appropriately, because obviously weather is not something that we can control, but what we can control is how we respond to the adversity, and I think Virgin Galactic demonstrated that they're able to adapt and adjust when needed. So this is a good thing, and I think we're going to come out of it on top, but it's just going to take a bit of time and delay things because the FAA were incompetent and did not launch the investigation immediately. So before I continue and show you why I think the test flight is now going to be delayed, I'll be grateful if you could smash that like button and subscribe to this channel for future updates. And if you would remember, I made a video 4 days ago predicting the next test flight date, and I said that it's likely to be on either the 18th of September or the 24th of September. And the reason for that was because the Hotel Encanto Las Cruces, which is where Virgin Galactic usually send their crew members, because it's close to Spaceport America, they usually send their crew members here the day before, and then they fly on the next day, usually on a weekend. And when we go to the booking reservations, so just a few days ago, the 17th and the 24th were crossed off because they were completely booked up, usually by large organizations. So these two were crossed off just a few days ago because I was suspecting that it was Virgin Galactic who completely booked the hotel so that they can fly on either the 18th or the 25th if there was a delay on the 18th. Now, what happened after the investigation of the FAA was launched? The 17th and the 24th dates are suddenly opened up again. So this just further consolidates the fact that most likely Virgin Galactic were the ones who actually fully booked the hotel during these dates on Friday the 17th and 24th, hoping to either fly on Saturday the 18th or 25th. But now obviously with this FAA investigation, they thought this is going to take longer than a few weeks, so it's unlikely we're going to fly during these dates. Let's open these dates back up for the public. So, I mean, potentially I probably was right about the test flight then in that case, but the unfortunate thing is likely we're going to see the test flight after September now. So anyway, so like I said, just to summarize, it's good news and bad news. So the good news is FAA are doing their job to investigate problems so that we can improve in the future, and Virgin Galactic also did well in the circumstances that they were given, so I think most likely we will come out on top and nothing bad will happen of this investigation. But the bad news is we're going to see further delays now, so potentially we might see the stock price continue to decline until we hear news from FAA, and because we've broken past the support level of $25, we might see $20 next. Hopefully this investigation is as quick as possible. I'll keep you updated. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for future updates.